Now that you have finished completing the practice practical, you need to grade your answers. Some instructors may provide you with the answers. Other instructors may insist that you look the answers up yourselves. Regardless, you need to determine what answers are correct and what answers are incorrect, because you need to determine where you are weakest and where you are strongest, so that you know where to spend most of your time between now and the actual practical. And this answer sheet that I put together will help you do that. So if you look at the top of your answer sheet, you'll see that there are 5 columns, and the box under one of these columns for every item is unshaded. Whenever you have a correct answer, you will put a 1 under the unshaded box. Now, I have just put the word correct here. On your answer sheet, you'll actually have, the answers. And whenever you have a correct answer, you put a 1. All right, and do this for all 125 items. Now let's go to the bottom of the answer sheet. So here we are at the bottom of the answer sheet. Let me go down just a little further here. All right, here we are. Notice that we have 3 labeled rows here: total correct, total questions, and percentage correct. The total questions are provided to you. What each of these numbers 1 through 5 correspond to is a particular lab. So for example, 1 is the Language of Anatomy and Organ Systems Overview lab. 5 is the Axial Skeleton lab. And total questions provides you with the total number of questions that from the content of each of these labs. So there were 30 questions covering the Language of Anatomy and Organ Systems Overview. What you will do is you will count the number of correct answers for each of these columns. Okay, so you'll go and you'll count all the ones for each column, and you'll put the numbers here. Okay, so let's say I have counted up all of my ones in each column and I've placed them here. So for example, for column 1, I got 11 correct answers out of 30. Now I want to make sense of this information by converting my correct answers to a percentage correct. And to do that, I'll take the total correct and I'll divide it by the total number of questions. So I'm going to do that now. So if I take 11 divided by 30 times 100, that's 37%. 12 divided by 12, of course, is times 100 is all right, let me rewind that. 12 divided by 12 times 100, of course, is 100%. You'll have to do this with a calculator, by the way. 15 divided by 23 times 100 is 65%. 18 divided by 22 times 100 is 82%. And 30 divided by 38 is 79%. Okay, so what this tells me is that my area where I'm weakest is Language of Anatomy and Organ Systems Overview. I only got 37% of my answers correct. So between now and the practical, I would probably spend most of my time here, because if I don't, my lack of knowledge over this content is really going to drag down my grade. Where I wouldn't spend very much time at all, of course, would be the cell anatomy and division, because I got every question from that lab correct. So use your results to determine where to spend your time between now and the practical.